get behind here, man.
Want me to?
Come on, bro.
Yeah, do the intro, please.
Me?
Please.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the LowEnd Q&A. Can you do a little like? That'd be dope.
With like a thing in it?
Yeah.
Like clap and then it'll go in. Ready?
Oh,
Okay, there.
shit.
Some shit's gonna go in.
Okay, dope. Welcome to the LowEnd Q&A. We got a customer coming right now. My boy D-Stack, what up? Welcome to LowEnd Q&A. Let's get it started. So first question we have is from Morel Angelo, and he asked, what made you boys want to start LowEndCo? The business perspective. Interesting question.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Why is Jedd hiding?
well, I mean, like,
I know. Jedd, get in here.
Fixing this whole
well, I
time.
mean, to be honest, like at first, like we opened the store to kind of just like test trial, like how Windsor would react. To be honest, we've always wanted to have a storefront, to be honest, but
It wasn't even like, dude, like I tell everyone, it wasn't even fucking money or shit for at start. Like it was just like, you know, sell cool shit that like I like or like whatever else these guys like. And then like everyone started to appreciate it more. It's cool, you know, like Dylan's actually been supporting us since like day one. Yeah, he's been buying since like he's been meeting up with me. But yeah, no, it's cool to see like people appreciate stuff as much as we appreciate the item as well. So I guess that's why we kind of started.
I have my own little reason actually to why I love like selling locally, because so before I was even a part of LowEnd, I used to resell clothes, so like clothes and sneakers in high school. So I used to use Grailed, and so if you know, Grailed people already lowball you as it is, and also like shipping fees. And then once you sell your item, you get 10% off, or you get 10% deducted because of Grailed fees. So I just thought, like, you know, no one really sells like Supreme or Bape or like Yeezys or Off-White, you know what I mean, like locally. So it'd be cool. I don't know, I dodge fees, and I also like, I don't know, like provide to people around me. I don't know. So yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. So next question we have is from Javinci9. And he asks, what do you think is the 2019 shoe of the year?
Super easy question.
I wish they were still here,
100%
to be honest.
Nike Sakai's. Easy question.
No,
Dude, one of the most comfortable shoes ever. They're coming out with more colorways. I think Sakai killed it because like Sakai didn't even like, it's not really Sakai. Sakai's more like designer, like long black, where it's kind of weird. But the way they did like multiple Volt colors. But that's just my opinion. I think, yeah, Nike Sakai 2019 shoe.
Anyone else ready?
I would disagree, to be honest. I wish they were still here in the case, but the Travis Scott ones.
Oh yeah.
The Travis Scott ones, I think everyone knows. That will probably be my sneaker of the year. Really nice sneaker, nice detail, nice color. A lot of people were hyped
pockets
for it.
too.
Secret pockets.
Pockets, man.
Heck,
Yeah,
you got
I don't
one?
even know.
I don't even know.
I'm not a big
I feel like
sneakerhead.
yours would be like a
You know?
Travis Scott too.
I love sneakers, but I'm not a big sneakerhead like that. So
Yeah,
He's only
Hector-
rocking
Hector-
Pumas.
I rock
Hector-
what,
Hector-
like
yeah,
whatever,
Hector's the type
bro.
of guy to just rock whatever he wants.
Like you can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna rock Puma today and Nike tomorrow,
Came out this year. I don't even know what else.
as long as the Gucci frames are with me.
This year.
These are another one of my favorite ones of the years. Crazy color, nice detail with the yellow right there is nice. One of my favorites for sure. I still need a pair of these, to be honest. But those would be a nice one too.
Link me or Ian, because Ian needs a 10.5. So let us know. Got 10.5 turbo green, send it our way.
Oh,
I'd like to say too, like the Sakai's, man. I'd like a pair.
They're my favorite.
I want the, so Jedd here really got the like the Volt colorway with orange, yellow, green. I kind of want, actually the one that's coming out is kind of like a watermelon colorway. So it's kind of like, it's not pinkish. It's kind of pink, like green, and then I think it has yellow on it. It's coming out,
Which one?
what, July 18th, I think? The next color Sakai. But yeah, Sakai's.
Our homie,
Say his real name.
homie
Say his
Hab
real name.
Abdurrahman asked, when you eat a taco,
How's it going,
do you
man?
turn your head to the left or the right? Good question. I don't turn my head.
I guess me like to the right. I don't know. I actually eat hard tacos, but yeah, I guess like to the right. That's a weird
Soft
question,
taco
man.
gang. Yeah,
So Ahad Shah _ asks, favorite Yeezy in the store at the moment. I'm gonna say the analogs.
yeah, probably the
You know,
analogs.
it's the most, to me, I feel like it's the most comfiest Yeezy right now, like out of like the 700s, the 350s, and the 500s. I don't know, cause like Jedd has the OG wave runners. I can tell like he vouches too. Yeah.
Personally though, I think the 350s are the most comfortable Yeezy, cause like those have the trail on the bottom and shit. But so I think the Sesames are the best one in the store. We used to have what crazy Yeezys have we had in the store? We haven't had a pair of like platinums,
crazy ones,
Zens. Like we haven't had like anything crazy yet. We haven't had any like the original 750s. But yeah, this Shawn agrees on the 700. I think the 350.
Miles are pretty comfortable.
Hector wears what he wants to wear.
I don't know. Well, like.
Facts.
For me,
I like the
I would be
700s though.
rocking the 700s.
I would rock those too.
I can't rock the Sesames. If you had like Oreos or Coppers or something like those colorways, I would. I had a pair of the olives. They're really comfy. They actually are. They're one of my comfiest shoes, to be honest. Just like I would rather go with like the analog colorway, the 750 or 700 silhouette. Yeah. Next question.
Jake Polani. He says, where do you guys want to be in 5 years? How much do you hope to grow your business?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so honestly, like, I'd love to have a nice storefront in downtown Windsor or Wyandotte in 5 years. Honestly, maybe even like 2 or 3. That'd be a good plan, you know? I feel like we're comfortable in this area right now, and obviously we want to expand out towards Canada and Ontario. So like London, Waterloo, like Toronto, obviously. And like even like I'd love to open a shop in Montreal. That's like a dream of mine, but we'll see how long that takes, if it even gets to that. But that is like the plan for the business. I know all the guys want to see this like become a thing, like for like our lives, you know. It'd be pretty dope.
I gotta say, I feel like LowEnd, like we're gonna be here for a while, man. Like to be honest, like nowadays, mind you, we're all still students, so we're very young. Like, dude, I'm only 20, turning 21 September. Like we all, I always want to open up a store and like kind of have like a sneaker boutique. To be honest, one of my favorite stores in Toronto is Haven. Just like the aesthetic of it, like hardwood floors, really minimalistic, like minimalistic racks and stuff, like really clean, nice lighting and stuff. Just selling like high quality brands and just high quality like garments in general. So yeah, I feel like we're gonna be here for a while. We love what we do, man. Like to be honest, I've been like me and Jelly, we've all been doing this ever since high school. You know, like doing our own thing. Before LowEnd, I used to resell myself, man. So I feel like we'll be here for a while, man. I love what I do. We all love what we do, man. So.
You boys, Jedd, Ian?
5 years, I think we'd be probably still doing some of the stuff that we're doing now, just on a bigger scale, I guess, hopefully. But like more people wanting to come to LowEnd and grab vintage, grab sneakers, grab hype, whatever it is. I could see us carrying a lot of different stuff. You know, like the stuff we'd be selling would be maybe a little different. Probably be in a different location. But like, still be doing our thing though, for sure.
I don't even know what to say. I think in 5 years, honestly, these boys know out of everyone, I'm the one that wants to like get out of here, get like the bigger store, get like the flagship store, like to start LowEnd. And then my goal is to like, it's kind of like round 2 to get like a main store and then just shut down that street and call like the LowEnd street. Like, you know, we'll get like a main store, you know, a vintage store, maybe like a sneaker store that hasn't been done. And then maybe, I don't know, this is very up in the air, but it'd be sick to have like a merch store just with like merch and shit. So we just like, if we have different like stores around the country, we'd have like, you know, LowEnd, I don't know, LowEnd Ottawa merch in our store, stuff like that. But it'd just be like a Windsor exclusive. Cause you know, you always gotta give hometown like the coolest shit in the store. So
yeah, I'm gonna. Paul Dubavan asked, what is your process when planning shifts, weekly/monthly schedules, or is it just on the fly?
Honestly, being real shit right now, it's just on the fly, just whenever like whoever can come in. But we have like a team behind us, like, you know, Joe behind the camera's part of the team. We have a couple others. They always like help out whenever we need them. But it's usually we're all here like on certain days, but usually Ian here the most. Then we like me and Shawn, and then
I'm usually the guy opening the store.
Yeah.
I might be here all day. If not, then someone else closes. We just need someone to open, basically.
Because right now with the spot we have, we can
It's
one
pretty easy.
one person can handle it if
Yeah.
it gets busy. We just 2 people max, to be honest. But a lot of you are asking if we're hiring. We aren't hiring. We already have a team. Maybe in the future, hopefully, but right now, no, we aren't.
Pick one.
What's your most memorable find? This question's from D Nils. I think that's Hector's cousin, so shouts out to her. My most memorable find. It's a tough one. Cause I have a lot, to be honest.
You have a-
Cause they're all special for a different reason. But let me see if I can find something that maybe something in the store that I found.
Probably my most memorable find was I found it at Goodwill. It was like a reversible Nike jacket, super thick.
Oh, I know my most memorable.
Justin Lalonde actually bought it off me, and it was like an XL. Had like a Nike check on the back in white. It was all black, and then the other side was like. No, there's no like fabric or shape in like it, but it was a good winter jacket, bro. I sold it for $120. Honestly, like it was a nice jacket. You got blessed with it.
My most memorable find was the Givenchy tee that I found at value. I had to say it. I showed it in episode 1, I think, or episode 2.
Yeah.
It was a big come up, so that's probably my most memorable find. Just because I made the most money off it, but like that's not that's not the biggest reason, though.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that I
Rare
find
that you
that's
find
pretty
stuff
cool.
like that expensive, you know?
Yeah. Any vintage tee, to be honest, is memorable for me.
I love vintage, bro.
Any because I found this one.
What is that?
So on
Vintage.
What is that?
Vintage.
That's vintage.
So next question is from JR's World. How y'all know for sure it's vintage? Let me tell you. So when we check for vintage tees, like the biggest thing we check for is probably the single stitch. Let me show you. Come down here, Joe. You know what it is? You see that stitch? That's a stitch, and like usually we look for certain tags will tell us if it's vintage or not as well. Like the challenge really is like setting a year where it's like considered sellable here, you know? Because like time is moving, and obviously like stuff in 2010, 2005 where it wasn't considered vintage when we first started is vintage now, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the cool part. So like it's forever growing. It's pretty cool.
Like you can even like for an example, like look at this tee. It says 1993.
Yeah,
like,
1993.
anything with like a timestamp on the right
Yeah.
side, like the right bottom usually has it. You know, there's always like Fruit of Loom tags, OG Screen Stars tags. My favorite's the Salem tag. That's like the dope. That's usually the sportswear. Ian has a couple of like he bought these Detroit Lions tees that have it from Alex Penner. Those are pretty dope. But it's just like the feeling too, bro. Like quality control wasn't big back then, so like shit wasn't made in China, like Japan.
Yeah,
so
if it's like made in USA or Canada, sometimes it's
actually if it was made in Japan, it'd actually be pretty sick because some cool vintage stuff. But yeah, made in the USA, made in Canada. That's like the stuff we always find in a way.
think is the best dressed out of the 4 of us?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
No man, I just appreciate every single clothing piece I wear. So like I don't like these guys know I have like I choose, but I don't try to like, you know, stunt it as much. I just wear the shit I like. But you know, everyone has their fashion inspirations. You know, like A$AP Rocky, Jinx. My favorite dress is obviously Kanye West. Even though I don't dress like him, I think he's like one of the best dressed out there. So a lot of people are gonna disagree with me because a lot of people hate Kanye West, but you know,
He dresses
yeah,
nice,
he's
man,
like
honestly.
he's my favorite.
Yeah. Probably like out of the for the 4 of us, we all have our different styles, you know? We all rock different shit. Everyone knows what they like, and like I think we all like do a good job of
I think that's the
color
most important
blocking and whatever. you
Yeah.
I think it's knowing what you like.
Yeah, knowing what you like is important. So if you want to know how to dress, just see what you like and rock it, man. Make sure it looks good on you. Doesn't matter.
Honestly, I think yeah, everyone has like the biggest variety out of all of us. Like Ian's style is cool. He wears you know, he wears like different colored pants. He wore this sick button-up tee the other day. He doesn't really have like a certain like one style.
Yeah.
He like has very different styles. Hector's more like he loves like the short shorts, some runners, a vintage tee. That's like always the way to go. Shawn's more like Shawn's the shoe guy. He tries to come with like
The Vomeros.
Jordans. Yeah, the Vomeros.
Yeah, you got fire too though. Can't lie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Some days I'll show up like I like to wear like my vintage tees, but I also like I guess I'm more like the hype guy. So I used to be like really big into Supreme, not as much anymore. I'm like really selective like with what I like. Same with Jedd too. But yeah, I know like in a way like, I wear like vintage sometimes, hype sometimes, fire sneakers. So yeah.
But yeah, guys, remember like what Ian said. Just wear shit you like. Don't like follow. Well, like you can have
Don't
like
gotta
style
follow
inspirations.
trends. Yeah.
But like I have style inspirations. I don't follow people. Ian does, Hector does, Shawn does. Like just wear what you like. Like no matter what, like who comes in, like we're always just gonna compliment you. We're not gonna treat you different on like what you wear, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone in the store again, like we all have our own style. So I can't really say like who's better dressed. Like everyone's got their own flavor, man.
Whole team, like dude, Joe's style. Joe always comes in with the sickest button-ups.
Joe's laid
It's
back.
summer.
2 buttons in. I
Dude,
love it.
Joe, if he doesn't wear Vans, I don't know what's happening.
That's true.
Gotta
Hey,
sponsor him. Sponsor him,
Fucking
Vans.
so down.
Pair of Steiner Vans.
Hire me, Van.
But I think style changes with the seasons too.
Oh yeah.
100%, dude.
We all dress like I sweat, I get hot, so I'm wearing a tee and shorts in summer, But I love like layering in the winter, and I usually wear like black. It's a nice color in the winter, It's like
Except it's not a color.
It's a shade.
It's a shade, mama.
Next question comes from Dan_Zere. Tips on how to know if high-end sneakers are legit. Example, Yeezys. So there's a few ways to tell. Like so, obviously, like when we consign or when we buy things, obviously you want to make sure that's authenticated before it's like sold in store. So there's like a few ways. To be honest, like, dude, like Yeezys are getting even like just replicas are getting really good nowadays. So one thing, the biggest thing for me that I can tell right off the bat is probably like the box, because there's for some reason like fakes can never really get the box right. There's always been we've had like a real versus fake of the Ray Runner, and we saw like hand in hand like what's different. But pretty much like on the box, like on fakes, they usually the font's like more rounded and stuff. Just like little things, even like this little dude right here, like even that's off sometimes. Like it just gotta take a look at like the font and just like the uniform and like the tag in general. There's some things too, like say for the 700s, I can tell like right here, like it looks like duct tape kind of, but they can never side by side. It's different the way it shines in 3M and the way like the way it feels too, like the material. Here on the heel too, so like you have the 5 dots right here coming down. It's like little dots on each little lip. It's supposed to be in a straight line. Like fakes, it'll be like here. Real ones are uniform to linear line. 350s, dude. Like these are actually like, sometimes it gets pretty hard, but to be honest, it's just like the shape in general. Just the shape, to be honest. Boost too, dude. Like to be honest, on fakes, it's getting there. Like it's like super hard to tell. But again, the box too, and to be honest, like sometimes too, like when you close the box, it's supposed to fart. So I noticed like if it just slides in, it's kind of I kind of noticed too, like it ends up being a fake shoe. But like usually, I don't know, like when they fart, it shows that it's actually like legit.
And like if you want us to do like with like Jordan 1s, like designer shoes, other shoes like that, like let us know in the comments below if you want us to like make a full video of how to like legit check sneakers and all that, because like we know our stuff, but like look online, don't like always like rely on us, because like we don't want to get flamed.
And then again, like we also have like references as well. But no, like not even for Yeezys, but dude, like we have to like legit check Babe, Supreme, like there's things on the tag, even like stitching too, so make sure like stitching's on point and stuff.
I think that'd be a cool video.
Yeah, even like Jordan 1s, like yeah, me and Jedd, like bro, I've already told in episode 1 I've been scammed like multiple times.
This guy's been scammed more than like
yeah.
Every shoe he gets in, he always checks mine, and then sometimes it's like a different color. He's like,
yeah, so you just gotta like make sure. But then again, like we have references and stuff, and like we've been doing it for a few years now, so you really have to like at least learn something in those few years. So
but yeah, let us know down below if you want us to make a legit checks video. Hector, we'll legit check that
I guess
the chat hat. She asked, what motivated you guys to restart the business after taking a year off? So like I know exactly how it started. So how it started is I just had, I had so much stuff accumulating, like vintage stuff like that at my house. So like I started selling my story, and out of nowhere, like everyone bought it. So like my whole story sale, like it was gone, like everything sold out. And Hector texted me. He's like, yo, like I'm thinking of, like, I still have some of the vintage pieces we had from like a long time ago. Because actually the question was what motivated us to restart the business, because we started a year before, like we started selling again. But anyway, so Hector's like, yo, I still have some of the older pieces we have to resell, like can I do it on my story too? I'm like, yo, like yeah, sure, that'd be dope. So he did it, and then his sold out. So like, stuff started clicking, and we're like, yo, like let's restart LowEnd and see what happened. So like we went off, we started buying a bunch of stuff, started with taking pictures in his basement. That's when he had like his old van. That was funny. Ian actually, like Ian was like one of the first people to cop stuff from us.
Yeah, he came to my. He lives like a street down, right?
Yeah.
He'd come over, look at the stuff.
He'd always buy stuff.
Like, woo!
Look at that, man. Like that's how like it didn't like it started as a friendship. Like Ian just like started like going just to see what we had left over and started buying stuff, and then look at him now, he's like one of the owners. But anyway, like moving on to Shawn now. I guess he wants to explain that and how like he came in and all that.
So before I resold in high school is actually when I met these two, Hector and Jedd. So I like dope clothes and dope shoes, and so did Jedd and Hector. And like I don't know, like the first time I met these guys, like damn, I really mess with these guys. Like they rock like dope shit like me, stuff like that, and they're really into photography. So before we even sold clothes, we would like model, and so Jedd and Hector, they'd be the photographers. We like model. I don't know. Me, I tried focusing on like clothes and stuff. But obviously, them like, dude, like, bro, you guys would know if you knew us in high school. Like Hector and Jedd, they're dope photographers, man. I was just always the guy just like chilling there. Even Ian too, man. Ian's been modeling too, like for Hector and Jedd. So
Maxim.
So that's kind of like the predecessor before LowEnd.
He's French.
Yeah. So that's the predecessor before LowEnd. So like we did photography, and I just really messed with these guys. And then what I resold in high school, and then when they did LowEnd, remember on June 30th, I became part of the team, and I launched High End. So they're doing like vintage, curated like vintage garments, and then I was doing the high end clothing pieces. So yeah, then now I have a store, man. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it was all about just like opportunity, man. Like again, me and Jedd kind of just like started selling our clothes that we've been thrifting. And when did we start? Like 2016, 2015? Like actually start.
We have a Twitter that has our first.
Early 2016.
Yeah, like
I'm
early,
pretty sure,
like early 2016, and I think we tried to make it bigger than it already was.
Like we bought like a $300 website. Me and Hector were paying a shit ton.
I was saving for that.
Julien actually modeled a couple of pieces, but it was more I don't know, it was like more professional pictures. It wasn't like, how we do the pictures now. It was more like, Julien modeling on top of a rooftop, stuff like that. Yeah. And I think me and Hector, like, we like thought like we went too far with it. Like we didn't start like, slow like we did here. Like because we had LowEnd for like a year, and then we started a store. But yeah, we got the web store like, like a day right when we like thought of it, and that was like a bit too quick.
Yeah. We really started thinking this through, like what we could really bring to the city. I think we tried to take over the internet there more than the city, because like if there's something cool here that people can like do and like as a community, I feel like that was a really good push for us, because we do bring like something really like unique. And honestly, like, it's crazy, man. Like, I love it. It was just all about opportunity and how we like really thought about things. Like all the signs just came together, and we just made something cool, man. And I'm really happy we took a shot at doing this. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It'll at least be a dope story,
Okay, so one of these questions, it's actually from a couple people. They basically just asked what LowEnd means. So like everyone knows how we got the name LowEnd. from like Tribe Called Quest, Hector's favorite album.
So like Low End Theory, one of my favorite albums ever. Tribe Called Quest. Like we sell low end,
Yeah, but yeah,
low end clothes, like used clothing, and like I don't know, it just sounded dope.
that's like the whole point was like low price
Low
items.
prices. Yeah.
Obviously, some of our things are like a bit more because we have to like sell for more.
We're pretty honest. We like to be honest though.
Yeah, we're pretty
We like
honest.
to be fair, to be honest. We're
Yeah.
not trying to like make $1 million off you. Honestly, it's just like we're trying to be fair. Like, oh, how much is someone pay for it? And also like there's kind of a story behind every like piece in here. So.
And then like whenever like we like whenever someone brings something in and then like they ask for a price or anything, we try to be like as reasonable as we can. Because we both want like each side to like we want everyone to eat, so like that's why we like we be reasonable with our price. But yeah, that's like the basically the name of our store, low prices. Same when we started high end, it was higher end prices, but we still kept the low end part of it so that we put every price like as reasonable as we can. Okay, so this one's from Dela, one of grade 9 homies. He's been a good friend for a while.
Yeah.
Is a low end apparel still in the works? So like it is, but we can't tell you what it is. It's very low key how we're doing it. Everyone here has different opinions on what to make the merch, but like there's something in the works. We're gonna drop it very soon, hopefully. I want it to be like a summer exclusive, but just know it's gonna be very like super exclusive. So if you want it, you have to line up. But we've known people that line up like hours here before. But yeah, regardless, back to the question. Very soon, the pro will be coming very soon. Alright guys. Anyways, question and answers done. Thank you so much. My name's Jedd.
Ian.
Hector.
They already
Shawn.
know that by now.
And
Yeah,
we're
they know our
LowEndCo. We'll see you guys later.
Say bye to Joe, guys.